What's going on, Mountaineer Nation? Welcome back into the Country Roads webcast. Here we are, another day, another recruiting update as the verbal commitments just keep piling up and piling up for this 2025 WVU football recruiting class. Now all the way up to 20 verbal commitments with the addition of Evan Powell. That's who we're going to talk about here in this update, this 2025 class, adding a defensive lineman out of the state of Maryland. Let's take a look at Evan Powell. All right, as you can see here, Evan Powell committing to the Mountaineers just yesterday. 6'3", 250-pound defensive lineman. Believe he projects to be a defensive end at the next level here at WVU, as you can see, out of Huntingtown High School in Huntingtown, Maryland. He is a 3-star prospect with an 86 grade, listed as one of the top 40 players in the state of Maryland and a top 140 defensive lineman in the country. The Mountaineers securing yet another good prospect to add to this 2025 class. But let's take a look at some of Evan Powell's highlights now and get a good glimpse of what his game is like. All right, so I haven't watched these yet. Just going to live react here with you guys to the first few plays here on his highlight reel on Huddle. I'll try and link the entire thing there. You see him highlighted, beating the right tackle and getting to the quarterback for a sack. That's a great play to lead off the highlight reel here for Evan Powell. Here he is again, coming off that defensive end area and absolutely getting in the backfield for a TFL, destroying the ball carrier there. One more time here, coming off the edge, beats not one but two. You see the running back came in there to help as well. He beat not only the tackle, but then the running back also to get that sack. So you see good pass rushing capabilities. You can see some of the raw talent there from Evan Powell that projects well to the next level, and he could be a great defensive end in the future for WVU. Having said that, let's take a look now at our recruiting tracker here on the CRW so we can add him to our commit list, which now sits, like I said, at 20 for WVU in this class of 2025. All right, and as I pull this up, I'm sure you guys are probably familiar with this list, our commitment tracker here on the Country Roads webcast. I have videos out on each one of these guys when they committed to the program. You can find it in our recruiting playlist. I'll try and put a card for that right here in the video, so you can click it up there in the top right corner if you want to watch videos on each of these. But now we can slide down here and we can add Evan Powell to our commitment list now as he joins this class, the 6'3", 250-pound defensive lineman out of the state of Maryland, giving West Virginia another player from a borderline state. We've talked about them locking down West Virginia and doing a great job in those borderline states. Yet again, continuing that trend with the addition of Evan Powell here, the impetus for today's WVU football recruiting update that puts this 2025 class all the way up to 20 verbal commitments now. Here we are closing out the month of June, getting close to July and inching closer and closer to signing day in December. West Virginia's class is shaping up very nicely as we scroll back up to the top here for you to get a good look at those names now, with Evan Powell joining the list here of this Take Me Home 2025 class. So there's some info and highlights of the new recent addition to the 2025 class and kind of my takes there on his game, but would love to hear your thoughts on this addition of Evan Powell or any thoughts you have in general on the 2025 WVU football recruiting class and how it's shaping up. Be sure to throw those in the comments down below. Always appreciate those interactions here on the Country Roads webcast. And before you head out, if you just hit that little thumbs up button, giving us a like on the video helps a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And of course, if you're a WVU football fan, be sure and subscribe here, where we're bringing all kinds of WVU football content, including covering recruiting. Then once the season starts, we'll have injury reports, snap counts, depth chart updates, roster updates, all that good stuff. So this is a great place to be if you're a WVU football fan, is here on the CRW. So hit that subscribe button if you're a Mountaineer fan as we continue to try and grow the CRW community here on the channel. Having said that, as always, I'm Jordan Cruz, and until next time, let's go Mountaineers.